In a world rapidly transformed by automation and artificial intelligence, millions of jobs are at risk of becoming obsolete. From factory work to white-collar professions, the rise of technology is creating a future where traditional employment may no longer sustain the majority of people. This isn't a distant possibility, it's happening now. Elon Musk, one of the world's most influential and polarizing figures, believes there's only one way to prepare for this seismic shift: universal basic income, or UBI. The idea is simple but groundbreaking. Provide every person with a guaranteed income, no matter their job status or financial situation. For Musk, this isn't just an idealistic concept. It's a survival strategy for humanity in the face of technological disruption. But why is someone who thrives on innovation advocating for free money for everyone? Is it a pragmatic solution to prevent societal collapse, or an overhyped Silicon Valley experiment? By the end of this video, we'll explore Musk's bold vision for UBI, the forces driving it, and whether this ambitious plan could stabilize our future or unravel it. This isn't just a discussion about UBI. It's a deep dive into the challenges and opportunities of a world redefined by technology. Let's begin. Elon Musk is one of the most influential and ambitious figures of our time. From revolutionizing electric vehicles with Tesla to making space travel accessible with SpaceX, Musk is always pushing the limits of what's possible. But it's not just technology that he's thinking about, it's society too. Musk sees the world changing rapidly due to automation and artificial intelligence. As industries become more reliant on robots, millions of jobs are being replaced. He believes this shift will make universal basic income, UBI, not just a good idea, but a necessity for the future of humanity. The concept of UBI has intrigued thinkers for centuries. From Thomas Paine's Citizens' Dividend to Martin Luther King Jr.'s advocacy for economic justice, the idea has always been about providing every person with a financial safety net. Musk believes this is the perfect time to bring that idea into action. UBI, or universal basic income, is essentially free money for all citizens. The idea is that everyone, regardless of their employment status, should receive a regular, unconditional payment. The concept is designed to ensure that people can meet their basic needs and thrive, without the anxiety of living paycheck to paycheck. As automation continues to take over more jobs, UBI becomes an even more urgent topic of discussion. People can't rely on traditional jobs to survive in the future, and the conventional notion of work is rapidly becoming outdated. Musk's vision for UBI aligns with this shift in the workforce dynamics. UBI is not just about giving people money, it's about giving them freedom. In Musk's view, financial security would allow people to explore their passions, pursue education, and contribute to society in new ways. It's a chance to rethink what it means to live a fulfilling life. For Musk, the idea of UBI is deeply connected to technological advancement. He believes that as automation reaches new heights, the need for human labor will decrease. This means that millions of people will have to find new ways to earn a living or simply live without traditional jobs. However, despite its potential, UBI faces significant challenges. Politicians, economists, and critics argue that giving people free money could discourage work and disrupt the economy. But Musk and other advocates believe these challenges can be overcome with the right vision and planning. Musk sees UBI as a way to address growing economic inequality. Wealth is becoming more concentrated in the hands of a few, while many struggle to make ends meet. By providing everyone with a basic income, Musk believes society can create a fairer, more equal system that benefits everyone, not just the elite. The future is uncertain, and Musk's push for UBI is just one of many ideas trying to navigate the challenges ahead. But one thing is clear: as technology continues to evolve, the conversation around universal basic income is only going to grow. The real question is, how soon can we make it a reality? Elon Musk's boldness isn't just limited to electric cars or space exploration. It extends to his vision for a radically transformed society. He believes that as we embrace automation, we'll need to rethink the fundamentals of how society operates, and universal basic income is part of that solution. Musk has long warned about the potential dangers of widespread job loss due to automation. His companies like Tesla are pioneers in using robots and AI to replace human workers in manufacturing. With this rapid shift, he sees UBI as a necessary way to provide stability in an increasingly automated world. For Musk, the idea of UBI isn't just theoretical. He's repeatedly said that automation will leave many people without jobs, and society will have to find ways to support them. In his view, UBI could be the answer to a future where machines do much of the work, leaving humans free to explore other pursuits. Universal basic income, according to Musk, could break the chains of the traditional 9-to-5 job. If people don't have to worry about surviving paycheck to paycheck, they could focus on creativity, innovation, and entrepreneurship, areas where true human potential can flourish without the pressure of economic survival. Musk's support for UBI also reflects his deep concern for the future of humanity. He has consistently advocated for the importance of ensuring that technological progress benefits everyone, not just a privileged few. UBI, in this sense, is a way to ensure the benefits of automation are shared fairly across society. UBI's promise lies in its simplicity. Imagine a world where every adult citizen receives a guaranteed income, enough to meet their basic needs: food, healthcare, housing, and more, without needing to work. This kind of financial security could change the way we think about the very nature of work and life. Musk has said that UBI could also provide the flexibility people need to adapt to a rapidly changing world. As technology evolves, new industries and opportunities emerge, but they require new skills. UBI could help people transition from one job to another without the pressure of losing everything in the process. Critics of UBI often point to the costs involved. They ask, how can society afford to pay everyone, especially when resources are already stretched thin? But Musk believes that the economic benefits of UBI could outweigh the costs, creating a more productive, innovative society in the long run. In Musk's vision, UBI also represents a shift away from a world where survival depends on work. As automation takes over mundane tasks, humans will have more freedom to pursue their passions, whether it's art, science, or even new ways to contribute to society that go beyond the conventional definition of a job. UBI is about rethinking what it means to live a good life in the 21st century. Musk's vision for the future is one where technology doesn't just create wealth for the few, but lifts everyone. A future where everyone has the financial freedom to explore their full potential without the shackles of economic insecurity. Elon Musk is not alone in his support for universal basic income. In fact, some of the most influential figures in Silicon Valley have joined the conversation. Leaders like Mark Zuckerberg, Richard Branson, and even former Google CEO Larry Page have expressed their belief that UBI is part of the future. These tech moguls see the rapid advancement of automation as a force that will disrupt traditional work. With machines replacing humans in more sectors, the question becomes, how will society cope with millions of people displaced by technology? UBI is the answer that many are starting to champion. Musk's position on UBI aligns closely with the growing concern among Silicon Valley elites. As the companies they lead develop increasingly powerful technologies, they understand the economic consequences of a world where jobs are no longer needed in the same way. UBI could offer a solution to that problem. The support for UBI is not just rooted in altruism. Many tech leaders view it as a necessary adaptation to the changing economic landscape. With automation providing an economic boom for tech giants, it only seems fair that the wealth generated should be shared more broadly, helping those who are left behind. Silicon Valley's interest in UBI also highlights the growing awareness that technology's impact on the workforce is irreversible. As AI and robotics become more sophisticated, the potential for job loss increases. UBI provides a safety net for a population that may find itself struggling to keep up with these changes. For Musk, the growing support for UBI in Silicon Valley is a signal that the idea is gaining traction. As more and more tech leaders push for UBI, it becomes a conversation that is impossible to ignore. Silicon Valley, after all, holds a disproportionate amount of influence over the future of work and economics. UBI, when implemented, could have a huge impact on Silicon Valley itself. With a guaranteed income, people could afford to take risks, start new businesses, or pursue creative projects. In Musk's ideal world, UBI would allow individuals to contribute to society in ways that aren't necessarily tied to traditional jobs. However, the idea of UBI is not without its critics, even in Silicon Valley. Some argue that providing free money could discourage people from pursuing jobs altogether, leading to a less motivated society. But Musk believes that a shift in mindset, away from survival-based work, could ultimately spark greater creativity. In many ways, Silicon Valley's endorsement of UBI is both practical and philosophical. Practical in that it addresses the challenges posed by automation, and philosophical in that it questions the very nature of work. Is work only valuable if it generates income, or is there more to human fulfillment? With powerful voices in Silicon Valley backing the concept of UBI, the movement is growing. If these tech leaders succeed in pushing UBI into the mainstream, it could change the way we think about wealth, work, and the role of technology in our lives forever. Elon Musk's advocacy for universal basic income comes with its fair share of controversy. While he envisions a future where people are free to pursue their passions without the fear of financial ruin, others argue that UBI could have unintended consequences, especially for the economy. Musk has always been a disruptor, challenging the status quo, but even he acknowledges the challenges of implementing UBI on a global scale. Critics argue that giving everyone free money could reduce the incentive to work and damage productivity. Musk believes, however, that innovation can still thrive. The primary concern surrounding UBI is its cost. Critics argue that funding such a large-scale program would be financially unfeasible, especially in economies that are already struggling with debt and inequality. Musk, however, has suggested that UBI could be funded by taxes on automation and robot-driven labor. UBI could potentially lead to inflation as more money enters the economy, raising prices for goods and services. This is a concern many economists point to when discussing UBI. Musk, however, believes that the increased demand for products and services could drive innovation and productivity to counterbalance inflation. Another challenge lies in how UBI would impact traditional work. Would people still be motivated to take up essential jobs like healthcare, education, or public service if they didn't need to work for money? Musk believes that these roles would still be needed, and that society would find new ways to value and reward meaningful contributions. Musk has expressed his belief that as technology advances, UBI could actually lead to more people working, not less. With financial security, people would have the freedom to pursue jobs that are more meaningful, even if they aren't as financially lucrative. It's a shift in how we define success. UBI would also require a dramatic shift in how we approach social welfare. In many countries, the existing system of unemployment benefits and welfare programs is complex and fragmented. A simple, unconditional payment could replace this maze of bureaucratic hurdles, streamlining social support. For Musk, the long-term benefits of UBI outweigh the short-term challenges. He believes that a society where people are not constantly worried about their financial survival would be healthier, more creative, and more innovative. UBI could ultimately unlock a new era of human progress and well-being. However, some critics argue that UBI could simply be a band-aid solution, masking deeper issues in the economy. They argue that instead of giving people money, society should focus on creating more jobs, especially in sectors like healthcare, education, and green energy. Musk, though, sees UBI as a necessary stopgap. As Musk continues to advocate for UBI, the conversation is only gaining momentum. The world is facing unprecedented challenges, and while UBI may not be a perfect solution, Musk believes it could provide a foundation for reimagining how we live and work in a world where technology is changing everything. Elon Musk's influence continues to expand beyond the realms of space exploration and electric cars. He's becoming a leading voice in conversations about the future of work, technology, and society. His ideas about UBI aren't just theoretical, they represent a shift in how we think about the economy. Musk sees the growing automation in industries like manufacturing, transportation, and even retail as signals of a future where human labor is no longer necessary for economic success. With robots and artificial intelligence taking over many tasks, Musk believes UBI is essential to ensure that everyone benefits from this progress. As the CEO of Tesla and SpaceX, Musk has seen firsthand how automation is transforming industries. His companies are heavily reliant on robots, AI, and cutting-edge technology to create products more efficiently. Musk has often said that these innovations will eventually reduce the need for human workers. UBI is seen as a possible solution to the problems that arise from widespread automation. With fewer jobs available, many people would be left without the means to support themselves. Musk believes that UBI could provide a safety net, ensuring that no one is left behind as technology continues to disrupt traditional work. Musk's vision of UBI is one of financial freedom. He doesn't just see it as a basic survival tool, but as a way to unlock human potential. Without the pressure of making ends meet, people could focus on learning, creating, and contributing to society in ways that go beyond traditional jobs. In Musk's mind, UBI represents a new way of living. Instead of working for money to survive, people would have the freedom to pursue their passions and contribute to society in meaningful ways. This shift in mindset could change the way we view both work and wealth, moving away from old systems of labor. UBI could also provide a much-needed cushion in times of economic turbulence. Musk has pointed out that automation and AI are only going to continue to evolve, and the risk of widespread job displacement will grow. Having UBI as a foundation could help people navigate these disruptions without falling into poverty. The idea of UBI isn't new, but Musk's backing has brought it back into the spotlight. Over the years, various thinkers, politicians, and activists have proposed UBI, but it's only recently that the conversation has gained real traction. Musk's platform has helped make this issue a focal point of modern economic discussions. While many see Musk's advocacy for UBI as progressive, others are skeptical. Some argue that giving people free money could undermine the work ethic and disrupt the economy. Musk, however, believes that UBI could stimulate innovation by removing the financial pressures that limit creativity and entrepreneurship. Musk's support for UBI is rooted in his belief that technology should improve everyone's lives, not just the wealthy few. By using the wealth generated from automation, Musk envisions a world where UBI ensures that the benefits of technological progress are shared across society, creating a more equitable future for all. Elon Musk's advocacy for universal basic income is growing stronger as automation continues to take over traditional jobs. His support for UBI is not just an idea, but a call to action. With his platform and influence, he is challenging society to rethink what the future of work will look like. Musk has made it clear that the future of humanity is intertwined with technology, and as automation becomes more widespread, millions of jobs could disappear. With that in mind, UBI offers a solution, a way to ensure that people can still thrive even in a world where traditional jobs may no longer exist. Musk isn't the only one talking about UBI. Across the globe, more leaders, thinkers, and activists are beginning to see the potential of universal basic income. From tech innovators to economists, the conversation is gaining momentum, with many seeing UBI as a necessary response to the changing landscape of work. UBI has the potential to radically change the way we think about economic systems. Rather than viewing work as a means to survival, UBI encourages people to look at work as a way to create, innovate, and contribute. This shift could unlock creativity and provide the freedom for individuals to pursue their true passions. For many, UBI is a way to reduce poverty and inequality. By guaranteeing everyone a basic income, society can provide a safety net for those who are displaced by automation. UBI ensures that people don't fall through the cracks, giving everyone a chance to live with dignity and financial security. While UBI has its supporters, there are still plenty of critics who are skeptical about its practicality. One of the biggest concerns is how to fund such a program. Musk believes that the taxes on automation and robotics could be a key source of revenue, with wealth from automation helping to support the broader population. UBI could also make society more flexible, allowing people to take risks. With a guaranteed income, Individuals would be able to start businesses, pursue new educational opportunities, or focus on creative endeavors without the constant pressure of financial instability. This could spark innovation and entrepreneurship. The growing support for UBI also speaks to a deeper shift in societal values. As people become more aware of the need to adapt to a future driven by technology, many are rethinking what it means to work and earn a living. UBI offers a fresh approach to living in a world where technology does much of the work. One of the main arguments for UBI is that it can help mitigate the negative impacts of automation. As machines take over more routine tasks, human labor will likely be less in demand. UBI ensures that people won't be left behind in this transition, offering everyone a stable foundation regardless of their job status. Musk's backing of UBI, along with the growing support from other tech leaders, makes the idea more plausible than ever. As the world faces unprecedented technological advancements, UBI could become a critical piece of the puzzle, ensuring that the benefits of automation are shared by everyone, not just the wealthy few. While Elon Musk's vision for universal basic income has captured attention, the journey to making UBI a reality is far from straightforward. Musk himself acknowledges that the implementation of such a system would face significant hurdles, from political resistance to logistical challenges. UBI's path to reality would require broad political support and substantial changes to existing welfare systems. In Musk's view, governments need to rethink how they provide social services, shifting from the traditional model to one where basic income is the foundation and everything else is built upon it. One of the primary obstacles to implementing UBI is the current political climate. Many governments are reluctant to embrace UBI because of the perceived costs and potential disruptions. However, Musk has emphasized that the cost of inaction, such as rising unemployment or economic instability, could be far greater than the cost of UBI. To overcome these barriers, Musk suggests a gradual approach to UBI implementation. Instead of a nationwide rollout from day one, it could begin in smaller regions or pilot programs to measure its effectiveness. This would allow for adjustments and refinements before scaling up to a broader level. Implementing UBI also raises the question of funding. Musk has proposed funding UBI through taxes on automation and AI-driven companies. As more businesses adopt automation, they generate immense profits. Musk believes that these companies should contribute to the societal good by funding basic income for the masses. Another possible source of funding for UBI is the wealth generated by Silicon Valley itself. Companies like Tesla, Google, and Amazon benefit enormously from automation, and many believe that they should bear some responsibility for ensuring that their progress doesn't leave people behind. Musk, as a tech entrepreneur, advocates for this. Some argue that UBI could be more effectively implemented alongside other policies that ensure a fair distribution of wealth. This could include wealth taxes on the ultra-rich or reforms to tax structures that ensure corporations contribute their fair share. Musk has suggested that these ideas could complement UBI efforts. In Musk's ideal world, UBI isn't just about providing people with money. It's about providing people with freedom. The freedom to pursue work they are passionate about, to explore new fields, and to take risks without the fear of financial ruin. UBI, in this sense, is a tool for personal and societal growth. However, Musk also recognizes that UBI would not solve all of society's problems. It wouldn't fix wealth inequality overnight or eliminate the challenges brought on by automation. But he believes it's an essential step towards a more equitable future, where no one is left behind due to technological progress. Ultimately, the future of UBI depends on the willingness of governments, businesses, and citizens to take action. As Musk continues to advocate for UBI, he remains hopeful that the conversation will evolve into meaningful policy. With enough momentum, UBI could become a cornerstone of the modern social contract. Elon Musk's vision for universal basic income goes beyond just the United States. As the world becomes more interconnected, Musk sees UBI as a potential global solution to the challenges posed by automation. He believes that countries across the world could benefit from a coordinated approach to UBI. In many developing countries, where poverty and unemployment are already widespread, UBI could provide immediate relief. It could help stabilize economies by ensuring a basic standard of living for all citizens, regardless of their employment status. Musk envisions a world where UBI fosters global equality. Musk's ambition for UBI also extends to the idea of universal cooperation between nations. He sees UBI as a tool for reducing global inequality, where countries with more resources help those with fewer. This collaborative approach could strengthen international relations and create a more unified global community. However, the global nature of UBI would require unprecedented international cooperation. Countries would need to agree on how to fund and distribute UBI in a fair and sustainable way. Musk recognizes that this level of cooperation may be challenging, but insists that it is necessary if humanity is to thrive in a tech-driven future. UBI could also play a critical role in addressing the growing issue of mass migration. As jobs disappear in certain regions due to automation, people may be forced to migrate in search of new opportunities. A global UBI system could provide stability, helping to prevent mass displacement and fostering a more secure world. One of the major benefits of UBI, Musk believes, is that it could encourage the pursuit of more sustainable, long-term solutions to global problems. Without the constant need to earn a paycheck, individuals may be more willing to invest in projects that contribute to the health of the planet, such as environmental conservation or renewable energy. As automation spreads across industries worldwide, Musk sees UBI as a way to buffer against the negative effects of mass unemployment. Instead of worrying about how to survive, people could shift their focus to more meaningful work, helping to innovate, teach, and engage in activities that benefit society as a whole. The key to Musk's UBI vision is ensuring that automation benefits everyone. He believes that instead of automation creating a divide between the rich and the poor, it should lift everyone up. UBI would guarantee that the economic gains from automation are fairly distributed and don't just benefit a select few. Some critics argue that UBI may lead to complacency, especially in a global economy where competition is fierce. But Musk counters that UBI could actually stimulate more competition, not for jobs, but for innovation. With a safety net in place, people may feel more empowered to take risks and create groundbreaking solutions. Musk's vision of a world with universal basic income is one where technological advancement brings prosperity to all, not just the privileged few. By making UBI a global priority, Musk believes humanity can enter a new era, one defined by innovation, fairness, and the flourishing of human potential across the world. Elon Musk has always been a forward thinker. His ambitions are as large as the projects he undertakes, from sending humans to Mars to revolutionizing the automobile industry. But his vision for universal basic income might just be his most impactful idea yet. It's a bold solution to a rapidly changing world. For Musk, the future of UBI isn't just about providing a financial cushion. It's about creating a new way of life. He believes that with UBI in place, people would be freed from the constraints of survival-based work and have the opportunity to pursue more meaningful, fulfilling lives. Musk has repeatedly emphasized that UBI will be necessary as technology and automation continue to disrupt labor markets. He sees it as an essential response to a new era, where robots and AI are able to perform many tasks that humans once did. This is no longer a distant possibility, but a rapidly approaching reality. UBI, in Musk's mind, is not just an economic solution, it's a cultural shift. It would fundamentally change how we view work, success, and personal fulfillment. Instead of struggling to earn a living, people could focus on their passions, creativity, and even solving complex global issues without fear of financial ruin. Musk has suggested that the future of UBI will be made possible by the very technology that is driving job displacement. With the exponential growth of automation, he believes that there will be more wealth generated by machines than ever before. UBI ensures that this wealth benefits society, not just the wealthy few. As technology advances, Musk argues that traditional jobs will become obsolete. Many jobs that are repetitive or manual are already being replaced by machines, and this trend will only increase. UBI, Musk insists, is a way to keep society functioning smoothly even as the need for human labor diminishes. The promise of UBI is that it could foster a society where people aren't driven by the need to work just to survive. Musk envisions a world where individuals are empowered to innovate, create, and contribute to society in ways that go beyond financial incentives. It's about a shift in priorities, he believes. While Musk is an advocate for UBI, he acknowledges that the transition will be complex. The shift from a traditional economy to one that embraces universal income won't happen overnight. It will take time, effort, and collaboration between governments, businesses, and individuals to implement effectively. But Musk's confidence in the potential of UBI is unwavering. He believes that it's not a matter of if, but when the world will embrace it. As automation continues to evolve and society adapts to new economic realities, UBI could become a central feature of the global economic system. Musk has shown that he is willing to fight for what he believes in, whether it's advancing space exploration or changing the way we think about energy. With UBI, he's hoping to ignite a global conversation about the future of work and how society can adapt to a world where technology works for everyone. Elon Musk's vision for universal basic income is compelling, but the road to implementation is filled with challenges. The idea itself is revolutionary, but turning it into reality requires overcoming deeply entrenched political, economic, and cultural barriers. Musk knows this won't be easy. For one, UBI would require a complete rethinking of how welfare systems operate. Many existing programs are designed around the assumption that work is the primary means of income. Musk's concept of UBI challenges that notion, which is why some policymakers are hesitant to embrace it fully. Funding UBI is another significant hurdle. Critics often point to the cost of such a program, arguing that the money to fund it would have to come from somewhere. Musk, however, proposes a solution: taxes on the automation industry and the wealthy. This is where automation can help finance the future. UBI advocates argue that as automation increases, traditional forms of taxation will no longer be sufficient. Fewer people working means less income tax revenue. But the companies driving the automation boom, like Tesla and others in the tech sector, could be taxed to fund basic income programs. Musk's argument is that those who profit from automation should help fund the society that supports them. He's pushing for a system where wealth created by technology isn't hoarded by a few, but shared more equitably. In Musk's view, UBI would be a way to ensure that society collectively benefits from technological progress. Another key challenge in implementing UBI is its potential social and economic impact. Some worry that giving people a guaranteed income could disincentivize work and lead to a decrease in productivity. Musk, however, believes that UBI would not discourage work, but instead allow people to pursue more meaningful endeavors. For Musk, the idea of UBI is not about promoting laziness, but about freeing people from the constraints of a paycheck-driven life. With basic needs covered, individuals could engage in work that is more creative, entrepreneurial, or even volunteer-based, things that could benefit society in ways that traditional jobs cannot. Musk also acknowledges that public perception of UBI plays a significant role in its success. Many people are unfamiliar with the concept and may view it as a handout rather than a revolutionary economic reform. Changing this perception will be a challenge, but Musk remains optimistic that education and time will shift attitudes. Another key issue in the implementation of UBI is how it will affect other social safety nets. Governments would need to decide whether UBI replaces other benefits or works alongside them. Musk advocates for a streamlined system where UBI becomes the foundation for social support, reducing bureaucracy and inefficiencies. Ultimately, Musk believes that the long-term benefits of UBI will far outweigh the challenges. The future, according to him, is one where technology works for everyone, not just the elite few. If implemented correctly, UBI could provide the foundation for a society that is more equal, innovative, and focused on human potential. Elon Musk's push for universal basic income is grounded in his belief that the future of humanity depends on innovation and sustainability. For Musk, UBI is a stepping stone toward a society where technology serves humanity's best interests. The freedom to pursue meaningful work is key. UBI's potential goes beyond just alleviating poverty. By ensuring everyone has a guaranteed income, it could help foster a more resilient society. People would have the financial security to take risks, start businesses, and explore new ideas, transforming the workforce into a more creative force. Musk sees UBI as an opportunity for social mobility. With financial security in place, individuals from disadvantaged backgrounds could have the resources to pursue higher education, improve their skills, or start their own ventures. This could help break cycles of poverty that have persisted for generations. For many, UBI could be the key to bridging the gap between the rich and the poor. By ensuring that every person receives a base level of income, UBI could narrow the wealth divide. Musk envisions a future where the benefits of progress are shared by all, not just concentrated at the top. A more equitable distribution of wealth through UBI could also help address issues like healthcare access. With basic income, people could afford better healthcare, reduce financial strain, and ultimately improve overall well-being. Musk believes UBI could contribute to healthier and more sustainable societies. Musk also emphasizes that UBI could unlock new forms of work, especially in fields that might not fit into traditional job categories. Whether it's creative endeavors, environmental activism, or tech innovation, UBI would allow people to focus on work that has long-term societal value. In Musk's view, the long-term effects of UBI could lead to a cultural renaissance. With basic needs met, individuals could take more risks in their careers, pursue their passions, and contribute to society in ways that were previously unimaginable. UBI could unlock the full creative potential of humanity. Musk's optimism about UBI is rooted in his belief that society, when given the proper foundation, can achieve extraordinary things. In this future, education, healthcare, and personal growth would not be limited by financial status. UBI could be the tool to unlock global human potential. But the societal impact of UBI would go beyond just individual advancement. Musk envisions a world where people are no longer fighting for survival, but instead collaborating on global issues. UBI could free people to work together on solutions to climate change, global poverty, and other challenges. In the end, Elon Musk's vision for UBI is about more than just money. It's about creating a future where technology and humanity work together for the greater good. By providing a basic income for all, UBI could be the foundation for a more equitable, creative, and thriving world. As Elon Musk pushes for the widespread adoption of universal basic income, he's not just advocating for change within the confines of one country. His vision is global, aiming to address inequality, poverty, and the disruptions caused by automation. But the path to a global UBI system is filled with complexities. UBI's implementation on a global scale would require a monumental shift in how governments and businesses think about wealth distribution. Musk envisions a world where automation provides abundance, but that abundance needs to be shared. The key to making UBI work is ensuring equitable distribution. One of the hurdles Musk faces is convincing both governments and corporations that UBI is a necessary investment. Some are skeptical about its long-term feasibility, questioning whether it will truly stimulate the economy or merely add to financial burdens. Musk, however, believes the costs of inaction are far greater. For Musk, the idea is clear. As technology advances, the wealth it creates should be shared. He believes that without UBI, automation will only deepen the divide between the wealthy elite and the rest of society. UBI, in his eyes, is a solution to ensure that the benefits of progress are felt by all. One major issue that needs to be tackled is how to pay for UBI without causing undue financial strain. While Musk suggests taxing automation-driven profits and wealth, some economists warn that such taxes could lead to unintended consequences, such as stifling innovation. The debate is complex but necessary. UBI could also disrupt existing social safety nets. Musk's model suggests simplifying welfare systems by replacing them with a straightforward, unconditional income. While this would reduce bureaucracy and inefficiency, it may also face political resistance from those who benefit from current programs. Despite the challenges, Musk remains optimistic about the potential for UBI to transform society. He envisions a future where people are free from financial insecurity, allowing them to focus on creative endeavors and meaningful work that benefits the greater good. The question remains, how do we get there? Musk understands that the road to UBI won't be easy, but he's committed to pushing the conversation forward. By investing in research, innovation, and sustainable technologies, he believes society can create a future where automation enhances, rather than harms, the well-being of all people. The impact of UBI, if implemented effectively, could be far-reaching. With financial security guaranteed, individuals could focus on education, healthcare, and the environment, issues that often fall to the wayside when survival is a daily struggle. Musk sees UBI as a tool for societal and environmental progress. In the end, Musk's vision of UBI is one where the future of work, wealth, and society is no longer defined by traditional job markets. Instead, it's about creating a world where technology, equity, and human potential are prioritized. The road ahead is uncertain, but Musk remains undeterred. In this video, we dive into Elon Musk's bold vision for universal basic income, UBI, exploring how the tech mogul believes this revolutionary concept could reshape society. With automation and AI set to replace many traditional jobs, Musk argues that UBI is the solution to ensuring everyone benefits from technological progress. Through a comprehensive breakdown, we examine the potential of UBI to reduce inequality, foster creativity, and improve global well-being. However, the road to implementation is not without challenges, ranging from funding the program to navigating political and societal hurdles. Musk's plan proposes taxing automation-driven profits and wealth to fund UBI, but the debate about its long-term feasibility continues. Ultimately, Musk sees UBI as a key to unlocking human potential, allowing individuals to focus on meaningful work, education, and innovation, rather than simply surviving. While the path forward may be complex, Musk's unwavering optimism about the future of UBI offers hope for a more equitable and sustainable world.